New York City, a mysterious and deadly plague begins claiming the lives of children. The source? Cockroaches carrying a devastating disease. Desperate to stop the outbreak, Dr. Peter, the head of the health ministry, turns to renowned geneticist, Dr. Susan. Susan devises a bold solution. Genetically engineered bugs designed to hunt and consume cockroaches before quickly dying off. The plan works. The city is saved, the plague vanishes, and Peter, deeply impressed by Susan's brilliance, eventually marries her. Life returns to normal. Or so it seems. 3 years later, a priest is seen fleeing inside a church. He scrambles up to the roof, terrified, pursued by a shadowy, human-sized figure. In a panic, he falls to his death. A boy named Chui, who lives nearby, witnesses the incident and watches as the strange creature drags the priest's body back inside. The police arrive the next morning and find not just the priest's corpse, but several more decomposing bodies hidden beneath the church. With no clear explanation, some speculate it's a disease outbreak. Dr. Peter is called in again, fearing a new epidemic. He orders the church to be sealed. Elsewhere, Susan is about to leave her lab when two familiar kids arrive with bugs to sell, something they often do. She casually buys them, but is startled when one container begins rattling violently. Opening it, she finds a massive insect the size of a rat. Even more disturbing is its appearance. It looks exactly like the bugs she created 3 years ago, but they were designed to die off quickly. How is one still alive? And even bigger. She rushes to test its DNA, confirming her worst fear. It's her creation. Not only have the bugs survived, but they've evolved, rapidly and dangerously. Before she can investigate further, a mysterious figure breaks into her lab and steals the specimen. Alarmed, Susan informs Peter, who agrees they need to find the origin of this new threat. They trace the source back to the train station, where one of the kids had found the bug. Inside a storage room, they discover strange, sticky webs, signs of a growing colony. A police officer confronts them for entering without a permit, and Susan promises to return with proper authorization. Meanwhile, the same kids, hoping to find more bugs to sell, sneak into a tunnel, but are gruesomely killed by the same overcoat-wearing monster that murdered the priest. Back at the church, Chui sneaks in, but the next morning his father finds him missing. As panic sets in, Susan receives another alert. A bizarre creature has been found. When she arrives, she's stunned to see a bug the size of a dog. Medical scans show it has fully functioning internal organs and belongs to a larger hive. The threat is far more advanced than anyone imagined. While Peter and a colleague investigate the subway tunnels, Susan waits alone at the now deserted station. Suddenly, a hooded figure appears. She cautiously asks for the time, but there's no response. The figure turns. It's not a man, but a monstrous winged insect. It attacks, knocking Susan unconscious and dragging her underground. Deep in the tunnel, Peter and his group are examining a smaller bug when the floor beneath them collapses, dropping them into a deeper level. Susan awakens surrounded by corpses. Horrified, she arms herself with a blade. When a giant bug attacks, she fights back and manages to escape, hiding in a secluded part of the tunnel. Elsewhere, Peter's colleague stumbles upon hundreds of bug eggs. This is no infestation. It's a breeding ground. Before he can escape, a creature kills him. Above ground, Chui's desperate father spots Susan below through a grate. Realizing she's alive, he searches for tools to break her out, but Peter and the police intercept him. He explains everything, and they all work together to rescue her. As they pull Susan to safety, a torch slips, crashing into the nest and drawing the attention of nearby bugs. The group flees deeper into the abandoned subway station and finds shelter in a derelict train. They barely manage to shut the doors before a bug squeezes in, splitting itself in half. One part attacks a police officer, injuring him, before it's finally shot dead. Examining the dead creature, the group discovers something horrifying. It has lungs. These bugs are evolving in ways never seen before. They also find a mask-like shell on its face, resembling a human. Susan explains. The truth, her original experiment didn't die off. Instead, the bugs evolved at a speed faster than human evolution. What takes millennia happened in just a few years. And worse, they are developing the ability to mimic humans, to blend in, to hunt smarter. Meanwhile, Susan reveals a crucial detail to the injured police officer. In every bug colony, there is one queen responsible for laying all the eggs. kill the queen, and the colony dies. At that moment, Chewie is finally found. He's alive. He survived by mimicking the bugs' clicking sounds, confusing them into thinking he was one of their own. His father is overjoyed, but the moment is cut short when a giant insect swoops in and kills him in front of Chewie's eyes. Hearing the screams, Susan rushes in and discovers the heartbreaking truth. Peter rejoins them, but the danger isn't over. More bugs emerge, surrounding them. The injured police officer, knowing time is short, makes a bold decision. He tells the others to head for the lift while he runs in the opposite direction to distract the swarm, sacrificing himself so they might survive.